Let's say you're looking for a specific man page, but you're not sure exactly what is the name of the man page. You just have kind of an idea of something that will be in the title. So in that case, you can use a -k flag. Let's say you want something that has the title scan. And you can see that we got here a bunch of results containing scan in the title. One of them is scanf, for example. You can see this one has scan in the title, this one as well. So this is really useful to get an idea of where the man page I'm looking for is located. Another important thing here is notice that it says here, for example, scanf, and you got 3 in the brackets here. Let's talk a little bit about the meaning of that number. So if you just go ahead and run man, the man page for man, you can see that one of the first things it explains is the categories of the sections. So man is divided into a couple of sections, and each one has a meaning. So man 1, for example, is executable programs or shell commands. 6 is games. 2 is system calls. 3 is library calls. So you'll see all kinds of functions like scanf or printf on the section 3. Section 2 will contain the system calls of Linux. These are actually functions that are provided by the kernel. And it's useful to actually use these section numbers, since if you want to focus your search, for example, before we made a general search of scan in all the man pages, but you can just focus the search by specifying -s. And then I can give a section number, for example, let's say 3. And then I can focus the search on section 3, again for scan. Now you can see we got less results and it's more focused. This can also be useful to just get a list of the man pages that you have on a certain section. For example, let's list all the games I have. So section 6, and then I'm just going to put dot. That's just going to be a regular expression for everything that has a character. And you can see that now I'm getting the list of all my games. So this is just an introduction, it's not actually a game, but this is an actual game. There is another really useful flag that man has, and that is -k. So I'm just going to open man for a sec, and I'm going to show you this option. And you can see that this is called global apropos. And this actually searched for text in all the manual pages. As you can see, the -k, which we looked at before, searches only the short manual page descriptions. Sometimes you actually want to search also the contents of the man pages. This will give you more results, but it will be helpful if you just know a couple of keywords that may be in the manual pages. You can use man -k, and then you can specify some kind of search. For example, let's search for hex. And you can see that the first result came in, and that is the bash manual page. And let's search for hex here. You can see that indeed it contains the word hex in the manual page. If I go ahead and close this manual page with Q, you can see that it's going to ask me. It found another match in SSH keygen. It asks me if you want to view it, then press enter, return. You can skip it with Control D, or quit. Control C, that will quit the search entirely. Let's say I'm going to skip it. Then it's going to offer another page that found some kind of match for that. You can view it with return, and so on. Now I can quit with Control C. One last handy command in the same spirit is the what is command. Let's say what is grep. And then you get the short description that comes from the manual page.